Okay, so we're honing in on a pretty important little part of the chart, and I've brought in the cage circle. So this is the simple cage circle that shows you the shapes. So it's like if you start in an E shape here, you're going to go to a D shape, you're going to go to a C shape, you're going to go to an A shape, and you're going to go to a D shape, A shape into a G shape, sorry. And the G shape is going to go to an E shape again. So that's what the cage circle is. So if we're taking a long pattern, let's say from an E shape, and we're going to end up on this. Alright, so let's look at what we're not looking at. Let's mask out what we're not looking at. We want 6 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you, Andy. What else are we doing? We're warping over this string here, these top 2 strings here. Okay, so I'm going to like go 1 note over here. And then we're going to shape fit this, this graphic here. I believe that's what we're looking at. So the fret nut would be right here. That's the fret nut. This is our guitar. Yada 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 over there. So this is our E shape, starting the long pattern and ending on a D shape. It moves us over to the next shape, and this is going to be with all of the long patterns. Anytime you invoke a long pattern, it's going to take the top string. This is the rule of thumb. The top string is going to be the string shape for the next pattern up, which goes down a pentatonic scale. So E down a pentatonic scale goes to D, or forward in the caged word. In this case we're at the end, the last 2 letters of the caged word, ED. Sorry. Oh, I forgot to play it. So we put the capo on. Here's your E. Okay, so we're going to go root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4. Ending note is an A. A is the 4th of E, right there. So the E pattern is good for us. So think E easy when in the long patterns. So again, with the long patterns now, this is the E situation here. This is like a graphic of it. It's the root 4, you can hardly see it, the root 4 here, and then the S4L, but the top of that S4L has been warped over, and we're only looking at the top of an S3XL. The 5 down here is no string, no play. So that's what we got there. All right, so this should make it easy. I should be able to play this off of these pattern charts here. And this is what's going to go through your head. When you want to play an A shape, I'm going to do it up on the A shape C so I don't lose sight of the notes. This is an A shape C. So imagine this is a fret nut, but it's just tuned to so this is going to be A shaped, but it's a C shaped. It's an A shaped C. Okay, it's not an A shaped A, because this is an A shaped A. And we just take that situation up here. There, we have an A shaped C. I'm going to put the capo on to simulate a fret nut, and we're going to play the A pattern, which starts with a full S3XL. So it's going to be 5 root 4 right there. You can hardly see it. 5 root 4, right? So it's just 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to go into just an E shape there, S1LE, like that, and then into an S2L, C shape, G shape, E shape, C shape, G shape. To make it easy, just go into an S4L there, but the top string of that S4L is going to be no string, no play. So A is very easy if you use the S3XL and the S4L. And then, by the way, if we want to go from this, A shape is going to go to what shape? G. So this is the G string on top there, right? Starting with the 6. All right, so the 5th of the G string is going to be the D string there, right? So we would go 2, 3, 4, like that. I got that. Was Live and Let Die. Okay, so you can go on string with those, but that's another subject. You know, we're just trying to play from here. Okay, now the D gets a little complicated. Again, you've got to go into the string shapes there. They go up in fifths, but certainly you're going to start on the D shape and you're going to end on the C shape. So D goes to C in caged because you start this caged word over again. So it's C-A-G-E-D, C, D goes to C, so you're going to end up in the next one. Now let me, for the D shape, I'm going to pretend this is your fret nut down here. So it's just make it easier for me to play a D shape. Okay, I'm already up on the 4th string. So I'm 5, 6 right here. I'm just going to go into a warped up 7 root 2. And then or I could go into an S4L. So this is just the bottom of an S4L. But remember, now we're doing the long patterns. I wanted to explain this before, but we weren't doing the long patterns. When you're doing the long patterns and you get to this 5, 6, let's look at it. You get to this 5, 6, that should be an automatic that you would go to 7 root 2, okay, as per this S3L. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2. Why is that easy? Because the 5, 6 in the S3L is always part of a 7L pattern. Here's the 7, alright, and here's the L. So the S3L was one of the original 7L patterns. This is the mini 7L pattern. It's not the biggest one. Okay, so if I go to the black screen, hopefully it would be there. There it is. So there's our 7L right there. I've got a meeting coming up. So and it's going to be online, so I don't have to leave right now. Okay, so let's just look at DG here. We start with the D, we go, so we can, whenever you can get into these long patterns, you will have to play them, by the way. If you're on a fret nut, you'll have to play them. You won't be able to do a diatonic scale without them. Warp that. That's my 5, 6. Okay, so in the D box, we get our D chords there. So that's a D shaped. What would the minor chord be in that D shape? The minor chord's going to be a C minor shaped chord, a C minor shaped D minor. Okay, so that's going to be difficult because we have the capo there. But